So let's take a look at some more examples on dividing monomials. So using that quotient rule, if I have a problem like 8 to the 15th divided by 8 to the 13th. Oh, let's go back here. Draw an actual 3. So if I have a problem like this, I could take the step to write out 15 eighths on the top and 13 eighths on the bottom and then divide them out, but that actually takes a lot more effort, right? It takes a lot more writing. I don't want to have to write all that out. So the shortcut is that I actually take my exponents, which would be 15, and I subtract it from 13, and that's going to become my new exponent. So I'm going to have 8 to the second power, which is a lot smaller, a lot easier to work with. 8 to the second power just means 8 times 8, or 64. So if I'm asked to simplify this down completely, that would be my final answer of 64. Okay. Now let's take a look at a problem with variables. So I could have a problem like h to the 7th divided by h to the 6th. Again, I could write out all these h's, divide out the ones on the top and bottom that I have in common, or I could just subtract my variables. And in this case, I have h to the first power, or I can simplify that to just h. Now for this one, I don't actually have any further to go because I have a variable in my base. And I want to just point out again that you are looking to see that all the bases are exactly the same. So I had 8's on the first problem and h's on the next problem. So you want to make sure that that is true of your problems. Now let's do one where we have a few different things going on. So let's say I have 36n to the 10th divided by 6n to the 5th. Now, when I have more than one thing going on, meaning I have more than just variables, more than just numbers, I'm going to group my like terms, group things that are common. Now, 36 and 6 are grouped because there are no exponents to that. It's just plain numbers. So I'm going to group those together. And then I'm going to group the n's together because they're common bases of n. This would be n to the 10th over n to the 5th. Now I'm going to simplify from here. The first one, 36 divided by 6, just gives me a plain number of 6. So that's actually helpful. I have simplified there. The next one, n to the 10th over n to the 5th, I have a common base. So I'm going to subtract the exponents. 10 minus 5 just gives me 5. Now because the 5 is connected to the n, I cannot do anything further with that exponent. And that also then leaves my final answer of 6n to the 5th power. And that would be my final answer, like I said. So you can kind of group things similarly when you work on something like that. So you want to look for plain numbers to group, variables with similar variables with exponents, or even numbers that have exponents on them that can be grouped together as well. So there's a few examples. Hopefully that helped walk through some more examples on using the quotient rule.